So, here we have a new female cop. Well, I'm going to say what I think a lot of people are probably thinking, but don't have the guts to say. Which one of our cops or city officials is going to nail this female cop?
No, really, you were the only one thinking something that terrible.
Yeah, it's happened before. It's also happened in our fire department.
Oh, two people had sex before that maybe shouldn't have had sex before, and now there's a new cop, and so clearly, you know, being new in town and female, that means that she's gonna have sex also with people that she shouldn't be having sex with.
We've got the same bunch of people running this show up here, and meanwhile our police force is down to 2 patrol officers, 2 sergeants, a chief, and a fire chief who doubles as a cop.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine why anybody wouldn't want to be a police officer in Nevada. So in any case, I guess some people were having sex, shouldn't have been having sex, whatever. The police force had dwindled in numbers. They hired this new officer who had nothing at all to do with anything previous. And you made this disgusting comment, this disrespectful comment. I know that you go on to say that it's not disrespectful. There's really not a single person alive that doesn't consider that disrespectful. Somebody you don't know, you haven't met. It's not only disrespectful to a woman, like her as a woman, it's also disrespectful to a uniform, to an authority position. You just shit on her, you shit on her family, you shit on the authority position. Period and point blank. You did something disgusting. You said something disgusting, and so the husband, who was rightly extremely angry, confronts you in the most respectful manner that I think he should be given an award for. So let's see how this goes.
Right to say she's going to sleep with everybody.
Because she's a city employee now.
She's going to sleep
and
with
we
everybody.
have had issues in the past of Officers Coke and Officers Kale doing just
past,
that.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So what gives you the right to say the things you said in the video about my wife?
Now she took an oath of office.
So
the
right
people
to say she's going to sleep around.
Nope, I did not say that.
Actually, yes you did. So if you go to my Facebook page, Joey Bowman,
sure,
and you look at the comments I wrote on my page, outlining everything that you put in there.
Sure.
All right, let me introduce myself.
Sure.
I'm Sergeant First Class Bowman, a senior non-commissioned officer of the United States Army, active duty.
So does that make you any better than me because you're a sergeant and the active?
No, you disrespected me.
No, she is now a city employee. So I said it's time for the citizens to step up. Just like, I'll tell you one more thing, because you're from New York?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, you don't know what's been happening in this little town.
Oh, actually I do. I did all the research before she became an employee here.
So you knew about Officers Kale and Coke?
Oh yeah, I know about it all.
And you know that he came from another department and he had all kinds of issues and
but
he was asked to...
placing blame on the officers
No,
that
I'm
are
not.
there now.
There's a difference.
Lifestyle for you, even though you disrespect them in one video, but you support them in another video. You are such a radical socialist.
Excuse me, and what are you? You're right now cornering me. I'm a citizen that's paying your wife. Your wife will be paid by the... Okay, but anyway.
You disrespected my wife.
I'll tell you about... Did you know about...
I don't care about anything else. I don't know why...
Fire Chief Whipperman? Listen.
Disrespect my wife.
You want to know why? I'm telling you. Do you know Fire Chief...
why you disrespected my wife.
I did not.
I don't want examples of what
Fire Chief Whipperman is another person who chased his penis all over our community.
Please, don't ever say the word penis again. You really take all of the fun out of that word for the rest of us.
With everybody else in that department.
You are putting words in... These are the words. Are you saying your wife is going to sleep with everybody in our department? Then you better do something about your wife.
This is what you said.
Now, no. You're putting words into my mouth. I simply told the community that we had...
Nobody cares what you say.
Well, do I care what you say? Do I care that you're in the armed forces or were?
Say to my wife, do not disrespect my
then
wife
tell
again.
As long as your wife is working in this community, I'm one of the people that pays her. So I have every right to put...
to disrespect her.
Nope, didn't disrespect her at all.
Actually,
didn't say... If she does that, then that'll be a different situation. If she doesn't want to do it, then she has to prove herself.
Let me explain it to you. All right.
Sure.
I have no no judgment on you.
Well, then why are you hoarding me like this? Then as long as your wife doesn't do anything, what's the deal?
You disrespect my wife and my family.
And now you're disrespecting me. And you're trying to intimidate me.
Planet Rhonda, where saying that, or implying that a female police officer is going to get nailed by somebody in the department is not disrespectful, but then asking why she would say that is disrespectful.
I'm not a woman that you can intimidate. Go ahead. Let's see it. Bring it on. That's fine.
That's too easy.
Again.
You discredited my wife.
No.
You discredited the uniform that she wears.
Your wife is now a public employee.
Your wife is now a public employee. That's an important place to stop and discuss for a second, because this is a point that you make many times throughout this video, which we'll have to edit for time. But you say many, many, many times, one of your biggest defense and your point, that the reason that you're able to say what you said is because you're her employer. You pay her, she's a city employee, she's your employee. And so that this is what gives you the right. Since you pay her, you can just say whatever you want. Even if that logic were true, the employer-employee logic, you just opened yourself up to a whole new level of lawsuits. I don't know if you've ever heard something about sexual harassment or hostile work environment. There's laws against this stuff. You can't do that. You can't intimidate and belittle people based on sex. You can't do that. The definitions are very clear. This is a clear-cut case of hostile work environment. Following her around with a cell phone camera, recording her, saying who's gonna nail her. That is not. I mean, if she really were your employee, you would now just be in deep shit. You're not in deep shit only because that's not true. Like your logic is completely flawed and bullshit from the start. But her being a city employee, being paid by the taxpayers, that doesn't give you that right. That doesn't make you able to do that. So you can't just go around and say that. Listen, like imagine a world for a second where any person that pays taxes could just go around and say whatever they want about anybody that works for the government, and make any demand on them. I mean, you can't. What kind of world would that be? That's a completely different planet. That's not how society works. I don't know where you keep getting the idea that this is how things work. That you can just be shitty to people, and the reason you can do it is because you pay taxes. It's just not true, Rhonda. I don't know, like how can we get this through to you? That's not true. You are wrong, completely wrong.
Yes.
And you're just a citizen, so you could get in big trouble for doing this to me if you're talking about lawsuits.
I can't. I would love to see you bring one on me.
Well, don't worry, this video will be put up.
That's fine.
So this video and the next couple of videos that we're going to be examining all kind of have this theme about respect and bullying. You claim just nonstop that people are disrespecting you and bullying you, and we can prove without a doubt that you're the bully, you're the asshole, you're the terrible person, you're the disgusting human being in all of this. And it's not even a reach, but this concerns me a little bit. My concern is that you actually think, like you posted this video yourself, you think that this is a video that helps your case, that makes you look good. You say on the video that, oh, I'm gonna post this, and you know, people are gonna be able to see, and you actually think that this makes you look good. No, like if I was running for an elected office, if I wanted people to vote for me and I had ever behaved the way you behave in this video and several others, I would be trying to bury that shit. I'd be trying to hide it. Like, I would not want people to know that there was ever a time in my life that I thought that was acceptable behavior. Or I would like try to get out ahead of it. I know you really just don't know shit about politics and how to get elected. Sometimes you have to get out ahead of issues that you know are going to come out later. So if I couldn't bury this video, I would come out and I would say, yeah, so there was this time that I was misguided. I would come up with excuses like I was on a whole lot of cocaine, and I found God, so now I'm okay. I'm a better person. That's not who I am. But you don't even see that. Like that, you actually just think that this shit's good for you. It's not. It's not. This shit right here. You're never getting elected to. Somebody said you can't get elected to be a dog catcher. You can't be elected to be a dog fart catcher. Literally. Like, you cannot. That nobody would entrust you with anything the way you treat other people.
I said nothing disrespectful.
And neither have I. Again, your
why.
wife is a public servant.
Again, that doesn't matter. You're fucking wrong. You're a lunatic.
I have every right as a citizen who pays her.
Who is she gonna?
I never said that.
Actually, you did.
I think I said it's in the video. Who will nail her? Because we have had issues with that before in this community.
So what gives you the right to say that
That's
about
right.
my wife?
We'll make if your wife doesn't do it, there's no problems. It'll stay in the past.
What gives you the
right community
to say that?
has the right to know what has happened in the past with
up
our employees.
You're missing a pretty important distinction here. You didn't just like come out and tell people about, you know, things that happened in the past, like whatever. You feel like the community has the right to know what adults are doing. You know what? That's not even the issue at hand here. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing in this video. You're not just informing people. You are putting your shit onto a new person who doesn't deserve it, who hasn't done anything to you, at all. Like, where do you get the idea that that is okay to do? It's not okay to do, Rhonda.
Because
does not support you.
Sadly, they have no leadership. And yes, much of the community does support me. We support the people. That's fine. That's your opinion.
No, that part's not opinion. That's definitely fact. Your community hates you. I actually want to say congratulations on getting the most agreement on any single issue in time, especially on the internet. You can't really get people to agree on things on the internet. I've never seen so many people just completely agree with something. And they all agree that you are a terrible person, that you are a bully, that you are disrespectful, you're mean, you're cantankerous, and you're just bad for the community. There isn't a single other person alive that has ever gotten so many people to agree on a particular issue. So, congratulations on that. You know, elections will come. It'll be proven again that, you know, you're not going to be elected.
But I'll tell you what, most of the people in the community wouldn't support the way you're treating me right now.
I just want to know why you're
No, I mean, the community thinks that what he's doing is pretty reasonable.
disrespecting my wife.
I'm not, but you seem to be.
Actually,
Do you not trust her?
Who's going to nail her?
Do you not trust her?
No, I trust her 100%.
Well, then what's the problem here? If that's the case, then you would have no reason to confront me.
My wife is the one that just got hired there.
Yeah, now they do.
To say what you said is disrespectful and undermining her authority and position in that uniform, to include everybody else in there.
So you have worn a uniform in the past too. So you have a very aggressive attitude.
In the past. No,
you think that you can intimidate me. So you think that you're above me. I think that the issues right here are very.
What I'm saying.
And you weren't trying to manipulate what I'm saying. I did not say your wife was going to do anything, but I did say that.
Who's going to nail her first?
And there's nothing wrong with saying that.
Really?
Yeah, there's everything wrong with saying that. So we're gonna go ahead and end this particular video here. It goes on the exact same way. You're repeating the exact same things over and over again. You're repeating the same bullshit that has no sound logic or reasoning behind it. So let's take a look at some of your other particularly appalling videos.